I too make this happen.
Buildings that touch the sky, highways that meander states. The country buzzes with the promise of more exciting undertakings. And with the government pledging to speed up the country's development by increasing the spending on infrastructure projects, there's never been a rosier scenario for the construction industry and quantity surveyors around the country. Throughout the world, quantity surveyors, or QS, are working on projects as diverse as housing, commercial property developments, hospitals, mosques, highways, dams, and airports. In Malaysia alone, there are thousands of qualified QS, and a few hundred more are in training for the profession, locally and abroad. The role of QS on any project is crucial. In today's complex construction environment, risk is everywhere. Volatile market conditions, unstable regulatory environments, and global economic shifts all represent potential threats not only on day-to-day operations, but also your bottom line. As cost experts, QS provide an invaluable service to ensure value for money. QS are well-versed in all areas of procurement and contract, be it in building or civil engineering works. They are involved from the inception of the project to its completion, right through to the maintenance of the building's lifespan. That's why the QS's expertise is so necessary.
I get to travel. It's good money.
Involved in various types of projects.
However, when engaging the services of a QS, it is important that he is registered. A person may have the relevant qualifications, but he is not allowed to practice nor provide any quantity surveying services if he is not registered. He cannot even call himself a QS. The Board of Quantity Surveyors Malaysia is a statutory body responsible for the registration of QS and quantity surveying practices in Malaysia. It is established by an Act of Parliament under the QS Act of 1967 and under the QS Rules of 1973. The board safeguards the interests of the public and the rights of registered QS and quantity surveying practices.
Some of the board functions include keeping and maintaining of register of QS in Malaysia, approving or rejecting application for registration or approval to practice, and they also issue written warning and reprimands. The board fixes the scale of fees, determine dispute regarding conduct and ethics, and act as a stakeholder in contract for consulting QS services. It holds development programs for registered graduate or temporary registered QS, and accredit qualification and examination for admission to the profession. The board also reviews and approves the list of recognized qualifications for registration as graduate registered QS.
The board also acts upon complaints against registered QS and quantity surveying practices infringing the Code of Professional Conduct as stipulated in the Quantity Surveyors Rules. Acts deemed as QS misconducts include supplanting, soliciting, undercutting, fraud, contravene, or failure to perform. If convicted, the party concerned may be reprimanded, fined, have his registration suspended or cancelled. The role of the QS goes beyond than just the day-to-day running of projects. Other areas such as subcontract formation, forecasting of costs and values of project, cash flow forecasts, and the collation of the operation and maintenance manuals of the project are also within his scope. This wide scope of work has led to an increased demand for qualified QS professionals. With the government support to increase and train the number of QS in the country, there are now many institutions of higher learning offering QS courses. The board gives accreditations to QS degree programs conducted by public and private institutions of higher learning, both locally and abroad. These accredited university programs ensure good grounding in QS ethics and foundation among budding professionals. The board organizes several CPD programs every year, comprising short professional talks and courses. The board also approves and awards appropriate CPD credit points to CPD programs organized by others. Registered QS can access their CPD records from My CPD in the BQSM website. Apart from the CPD programs, the board organizes many activities for its members, such as QS International Convention, Award Dinner, accreditation visits, BQSM Awards, publications, and international affairs. It also enjoys collaborations with the Ministry of Works Malaysia, Public Works Department, the Institution of Surveyors Malaysia, the Pacific Association of QS, and other agencies, like the Construction Industry Development Board or CIDB. The board has come a long way. In 1983, it comprised only a company secretary and 12 board members. But due to its growing responsibilities over the years, the number of manpower has increased to include 9 full-time staff and 18 board members, comprising representatives from allied professions, namely architects and engineers. Much of the board's activities and functions are geared towards ensuring that the growing number of QS and quantity surveying practices undertake their duties professionally in order to better safeguard the public's interest. The board's objectives are to instill good values and to leverage the QS profession by offering accreditation programs and CPD events to create QS with a solid foundation, one who will invest in their continuous development. The globalization of markets will give rise to new competitors, new pressure for quality and productivity. It will also offer new opportunities for the QS. To survive in this era of uncertainty and rapid change, the ability to innovate is the key to survival and prosperity. That is why the board encourages all registered QS and registered quantity surveying firms to participate in the various activities and programs it offers, as well as those from other relevant professional bodies. It is through this that our ultimate goal will be realized: the attainment of world-class professionalism and competency.